See, have you ever wondered that when you're searching for something on Safari or Google, you then open Facebook or Instagram and start seeing ads related to your searches? It feels weird, right? But sometimes it gets even stranger. Like when you're discussing something with another person, say, a trip, and then you open your phone, start using social media, and begin seeing similar ads based on your conversation. Even when you're doing any activity with your phone around, and then you go on your social media, you start seeing ads related to your activity. And this is not limited to your phone, which is always in your hand, but your smart TV, laptop, or PC also start showing similar advertisements. But why is this happening? Do you also feel weird, like someone is always listening or keeping an eye on you? So let's try to find out the ugly strategies behind these companies. As of 2025, 72% of US adults use at least one social media platform, with Facebook being the most popular, used by 74% of Americans. Instagram is used by more than 60% and TikTok by more than 40%. On average, Americans spend 2.5 hours per day on social media, making them highly susceptible to targeted ads. Well, the main reason you're seeing ads related to your searches, conversations, or interests is not magic, it's data tracking. As the name suggests, data tracking is all about monitoring and recording the flow of your data. Big tech companies like Google, Facebook, Instagram, and others use advanced algorithms to track your every move online. And it's not just your search history they're following. They're also paying attention to what websites you visit, your location, the apps you use on your phone, and more. A 2022 survey by Statista found that 74% of US internet users have noticed ads that seem to follow them around the internet based on their previous searches or browsing history. So, in simple terms, these companies know a lot about you because they track everything. They can see what you search for, the websites you visit, where you are, using your location, what you do online, and even which apps you use on your phone. This gives them a huge amount of information to control you. Kind of like a treasure chest of details about your habits, interests, internet, using patterns, ideology, and behavior. They use this information to show you ads, recommend things you might like, or even make decisions about what content to show you. Most websites you visit contain tracking cookies or pixels, which are small data files that silently follow your every click, kind of like tiny invisible spy cameras on websites that track what you do. These tools allow websites to monitor your behavior as you browse, including which pages you visit, what products you look at, and how long you spend on a site. Now, this data can be shared with or sold to third parties, including advertisers. And tech giants like Facebook and Instagram pay a very hefty price to these third parties, in exchange for your information, which is very important for their business model, to hook you on their apps for a longer time. Now, the same companies that own Facebook and Instagram, Meta, also own a range of other apps and tools, some of which are used across multiple devices. For example, you might search for a product on Google or Safari. That info gets picked up by Google's tracking system. Then, when you log into Facebook, it connects the dots and starts showing you ads for that exact product you were eyeing earlier. This kind of cross-platform tracking is made possible by the vast advertising networks that connect multiple online services and apps. These networks gather data about your behavior on one platform and then use it to target you on others. For example, Snapchat not only shows you the accounts of your friends and family members, but also the accounts of their friends and family members, without you even having to search for them. These ad networks sometimes also share personal information, like your name, email, or other personal details. Therefore, sometimes you notice that you get random emails for products related to your searches and daily activities. Or sometimes you randomly get calls for loan applications and related stuff, which is irritating. But sometimes it also leads to high-profile scandals of data misuse. For example, Facebook Cambridge Analytica scandal in 2018. One of the most infamous data scandals, this involved the political consulting firm Cambridge Analytica accessing the personal data of approximately 87 million Facebook users without their consent. The data was used to influence political campaigns, particularly during the 2016 US presidential election. Facebook faced public outrage regarding how it handled personal information. Privacy experts and the government became concerned, leading to investigations. Mark Zuckerberg, the CEO of Facebook, had to speak in front of the US Congress to explain what happened. In the end, Facebook was fined $5 billion by the Federal Trade Commission, FTC, for failing to protect users' privacy properly. Another scandal was Twitter, or now linked to X.com, data misuse in ad targeting in 2019. Twitter faced criticism for using private information provided by users to target ads, including phone numbers and email addresses, which users had provided for account security, such as two-factor authentication. The company was fined $5 million by the Federal Trade Commission, FTC, for violating user privacy laws and misleading users about the usage of their data. This incident further raised questions about social media platforms' use of personal data for advertising and how they protect user privacy. Similarly, the TikTok app is always in the limelight for data privacy concerns, as it is a Chinese app. According to a 2017 Pew Research Center survey, 64% of Americans have personally experienced a data breach, such as having their passwords or sensitive information compromised. Your phone's GPS is another goldmine for advertisers. If you visit a music store or a concert venue, your phone picks up that information and might push ads for guitars or music equipment as a result. It's as if your phone is building a mental map of your life and tailoring ads accordingly. Also, there's a widespread concern that apps might listen to conversations through devices' microphone. While companies like Google, Facebook, and Apple have denied this practice, there have been cases where apps were found to be listening without explicit consent. Because these social media apps do require camera access and microphone permissions, usually in the name of purposes like voice search or video chat. But no general public really knows if these permissions are only limited to the period when one is using an app, or if something else is the truth. But still, the primary method is more likely through the collection of text-based data rather than audio. However, things are more concerning here because no matter how much you browse in private or incognito mode, use a VPN, or adjust privacy settings, relatable ads are still visible. According to a 2023 Pew Research Center survey, 81% of Americans feel they have little or no control over the data collected about them by companies. It's also worth mentioning the role of AI and machine learning algorithms in this process. These algorithms analyze your online behavior, predict your preferences, and optimize the ads you see in real time. The more you search, click, and interact with ads, the smarter the system gets, constantly refining its ability to show you what you're most likely to click on next. There's a fine line between personalization and intrusion, and many people are uncomfortable with how much companies know about their habits. Constantly seeing the same product ads across different platforms can lead to ad fatigue. If you've already bought something, but the ads keep showing up, it can feel repetitive and annoying, which sometimes leads to a lot of negative feelings. For example, first of all, very relatable ads are shown, then ads are put in a way that it creates urgency and fear of missing out. Limited time offers, or exclusive deals, play on this emotional trigger, which can lead to unnecessary anxiety about making decisions too late or not having the latest product. Many ads, particularly those in the fashion, beauty, and fitness industries, can contribute to negative self-image or other mental health struggles. Target-based ads also impact our decision-making ability. When we are constantly bombarded with products that seem to meet our desires or needs, we may feel an overwhelming urge to purchase immediately, even if we don't genuinely need the item. A study by eMarketer revealed that 60% of US consumers find targeted ads creepy, yet 40% admit they've made a purchase after seeing a personalized ad. Many people are unaware of how much data is being collected about them, and often don't know the extent of tracking happening across different sites and apps. This lack of transparency can be concerning, especially when personal information is being used to target vulnerable individuals. One rumor is also that the US government is behind this, since the start of major companies believing that having information is itself power. In 2013, Edward Snowden revealed the existence of PRISM, a US government surveillance program that collected data from major tech companies like Google, Facebook, and Apple. While the program was officially aimed at preventing terrorism, it raised concerns about the extent of government access to citizens' private data. There is no solid proof, but US capabilities in this regard are not impossible. So, the conclusion of this video is that the targeted ads you see on social media platforms like Facebook and Instagram are not coincidences. Advertising is a major revenue source for tech companies. The more targeted the ad, the more likely you are to engage with it, which can lead to higher returns for advertisers. They're the result of sophisticated tracking systems that monitor your online behavior, allowing advertisers to serve you content that's specifically tailored to your interests. There is much deeper hidden information which no one knows, but everyone felt time to time that, hey, these ads are giving relatable advertisements even when devices are offline. So next time you see an ad pop up for something you just talked about or searched, remember, it's not magic. It's a sophisticated web of data tracking, and it's only getting smarter.